Morning, grade 4s. Today we are going to talk about how we write a nice paragraph. I know you've already had a chance to write a really cool paragraph, but I just want to review some of the things we've talked about so you are ready for today. So yesterday you got all of your research done on your favorite place. Miss Freeman has also done some research. Her favorite place for right now is our school. So I've written a whole bunch of jot notes about reasons why I think Mount Salem is really important and really amazing. And so I've written them here. And then if you notice, I've put it in my little hamburger formation because whenever we do a paragraph, we always need an introduction sentence or a topic sentence, and we always need a conclusion to sort of put an end on the sentences. You might have done these already, but I'm going to just review how we actually do that. So when I'm coming up with a topic sentence, I want to come up with something that's interesting, that tells me what my paragraph is about, and that grabs my reader's attention. So for example, here is a topic sentence. You guys can tell me what you think about this one. Today is an amazing day to learn. Now that grabs my attention right away, that interests me, but is that about my information? Is that actually going to tell me what's in my paragraph? No, so we cancel that out. We cannot use that as our topic sentence. Okay, here's another sentence. I am talking about why Mount Salem is important. I don't know about you, grade 4s, but I know that that's definitely what my paragraph is about. But is that interesting? Even saying that, I just feel like giving a big yawn. It does not interest me at all. So that's why we need both of these things to happen. It needs to be about my paragraph, and it also needs to be interesting. I can't go with that. Here are two examples of some more interesting topic sentences that I could use. One of the best things to do is to start off with a question, because questions get your readers going right away. Did you know how important Mount Salem Christian School is to me? That to me is much more engaging than the last one, and it also tells me that I'm talking about how important Mount Salem Christian School is. So that is a go for a topic sentence. Here's another one I could use. Out of all the places I know, Mount Salem is one of my favorites. And so right away I know I'm talking about Mount Salem, and right away I know I'm talking about reasons why it is so amazing. So that is another example of a great introduction sentence. Now what about a conclusion sentence? It's very similar to an introduction. We're using the same thing. We're basically concluding our paragraph, saying what our paragraph was about. But we have to use the same rules. It needs to be about our paragraph, and it also shouldn't be boring. So let's try this one out. Tell me what you think of this. That's every reason I know why Mount Salem Christian School is important. Tells me what I want, but once again, it's just not that interesting. So I think I can come up with a better one. All of these facts are reasons Mount Salem Christian School is so important to me. It's just a little bit different, but by adding that factor of, oh, this is what makes me so happy about this place, it already, in my opinion, makes it more interesting. So keep looking for ways to make those topic and conclusion sentences good. Now, once I actually start writing my paragraph, I do have to remember a few things. The first thing I want to remember is this right here. This is what we call an indent. Every single paragraph needs to be indented like this. It's basically like leaving 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spaces before you start writing on the first line. So this is my topic sentence again. I've written it out again, and I've made sure to indent it here. Once you have your topic sentence, your next task is to take all of your jot notes and transform them into nice, proper sentences so that they are also easy to read and you can make sense of them in your paragraph. For example, if I took these jot notes and just like pasted them as they were in my story, it wouldn't make a lot of sense. It would be very choppy. We've talked about choppy and stringy sentences before. We do not want a choppy paragraph. So when we go and take our jot notes, we have to make sure to change the words a little bit to make sure they make more sense. For example, you could use connecting words like first, then, also. Those words sort of show you, oh, my thoughts are continuing and they're flowing together. Let me give you an example. The most important thing about Mount Salem is that I can learn about God there. I've taken my jot point which says we can learn about God, and I've fleshed it out into this rich sentence that makes me interested and keeps me going. And then when I continue, I'm going to use some connecting words, some joining words to make things better. I also love the outdoor space we have. We have access to a sports pad, volleyball nets, and more. So in this sentence, I'm using the connecting word also. So it shows, oh, I have more that's important about Mount Salem. And look, I'm even bringing in my skills that I learned about commas, where I use a list and I put the commas in between the things on the list. We continue to write our sentences out so that they're rich and detailed until we get something like this. There we go. So I have my last sentences on there, and I've also added my conclusion sentence. So now I have my whole paragraph. My first sentence is indented. Everything else is right to the edge of my page. Let's just go through and read this together to get a really good sense of what a proper paragraph sounds like.
Out of all the places I know, Mount Salem Christian Schools is one of my favorites. The most important thing about Mount Salem is that I can learn about God there. I also love the outdoor space we have. We have access to a sport pad, volleyball nets, and more. Finally, I have another connecting word there. Finally, I love the connections that are made between all the students and the teachers. All of these facts are reasons Mount Salem Christian School is so important to me.
And once I have that, I have made my paragraph. The next day we do this, we will be editing these paragraphs. So maybe, for example, I might want to put the word the in here to make it better. I might want to add an S to sports pad because that's usually how it's pronounced. Little things like that can all be fixed in the editing stage. But as for today, I'd like you to just try to get to this point where you've written your entire paragraph out. Now, hopefully you have a few more facts than Ms. Raymond has, so your paragraph might be a little bit longer too. And I can't wait to read them.